What's going on, everybody? It's your boy. Man, skip all the intro stuff, man. I'm tight. My PSN account got hacked last night while I was being a good boy at work. And the bullshit about it is that Sony, PlayStation, they don't even got 24-hour customer service support. So when I got that email at 3 a.m. that my online ID, aka my email address, was changed and that somebody had spent $60 on my account, I literally couldn't do anything. I'm going in forums, I'm looking online, and there's literally no 24-hour support from Sony. So I go on their the live chat website just to see when they open, and they don't open till 9 a.m. So that's 6 hours I have to sit hostage, not knowing what's going on with my account, not knowing what's being spent. Now, I put some of the blame on myself too. Most recently, they came out with the two-step verification process where basically it basically adds an extra level of security to your account. So what you got to do is it'll send a code to your text messages, and then you got to put that code from the text message in as your password to log in. Now, yes, that would have definitely helped me. And it was something that I had on, but I had recently took it off and forgot to put it back on. But that's not even the point. I take the blame for that part. My whole big issue is, how come you don't have 24-hour customer service support? How come I have to wait until 9 a.m. when you open, when it's convenient for you, to get my account back? That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Now, I was able to get my account back, so I waited till 9 a.m. I spoke to someone, and you got to go through so many loopholes just to get your stuff back. So from Jump Street, they want the email address that you originally made the account from. That's fair. I happen to not have that email address anymore. I had some problems with that email address. I had to delete that email address. But what I did have was every email address that I used from then. They don't want any of that. They want the original email address that was used to make the account. Fine. I didn't have that. So they're like, all right, cool. We'll go to the next step and we'll figure out something else. So the next step was the serial number from the PlayStation that you first logged in on when you first made that account. And I'm thinking to myself, this account is about 7 years old. You expect me to still have the original PlayStation that I made the account on? Are you serious? I don't know what the hell that is. That PlayStation is long gone. I done been traded that PlayStation in, got the Slim. We talking PS3 now. I've been traded that PlayStation in, got the Slim. Now, nowhere did they ever say, oh, make sure you keep your serial number just in case you lose your account. Nobody ever thinks to do something like that. So boom, first two options out the window. Third option is an option that I thought I would have no problem with. They basically wanted the first 4 digits and the last 4 digits of any credit or debit card that you have used on that account. Now, when my account was hacked, I did not have any recent transactions from any of my credit or debit cards. It was all through PayPal, which was linked to my bank account directly. So I didn't have any cards most recent, but they said any transaction on that account, any transaction. So I'm like, okay, they don't want the PayPal. They want some transactions. So I went to my email address. That wasn't compromised. So I went to my email address that was connected to my account that was hacked, the most recent one, the most recent email address. And I go through the transaction history, and I got plenty of transactions. Good thing I have that email address still in good standings, because I had plenty of transactions of cards that I have used in the past. So I'm going through, I write down all the cards that I see on this email address, all of them. And I'm just shooting out card numbers, one after another. And they're all coming back. Sorry, we can't find this card in our database. I'm like, this is directly from the transaction history. What do you mean you can't find it? So after like several attempts, the first dude basically hung up on me. I'm in the live chat, but he was like, um, yada yada yada. Since you don't have all the information, please contact us back when you have the proper information. Goodbye. I'm like, yo, I'm steaming at this point. I'm like, yo, I have the transaction history in front of me. These are the exact numbers that they are showing me. So I get into contact with another guy, and thankfully he was a little more lenient with how many attempts that I had, because I was shooting out numbers to him too. I went through the whole, I don't know the email address, I don't know the serial number. I'm starting to shoot out credit card numbers. Luckily, the second card number that I shot out at him happened to be in the database. Now, apparently, this card was still on my file for my PSN account. So I don't know if that had something to do with it, but thankfully, I still had that card on my PSN account. So he granted me access to reset the password. I reset the password, got back in my account, and I deleted every payment option that I had on PSN. I advise you to not keep any payment options on PSN. It's something going on where people are getting hacked. People are spending money on people's accounts. If you're going to keep payment information on there, I advise you to do the two-step verification process if you have a cell phone. That way you have that extra security. But if not, don't keep no payment options on there. If you're going to buy something, buy it, then delete it off, or use the PSN cards. You can buy them online, get digital codes emailed to you, and then, take any information off there, because PSN security is garbage. We all know it got hacked before, and is better, but it needs some work. And Sony needs to get their customer service support together. It should never be to the point where I have to wait for you to speak to somebody about an account problem that's on them for the most part. But I got my account back. I put the two-step verification on. I'm not taking it off, and I'm not putting any of my credit card information on there in the future. And if I do, I'm going to use it on there and delete it right off. So definitely check out your account. Make sure your account is good, and put that two-step verification on if you can. But yeah, I got my account back, so at least I'm happy about that. Nothing was compromised except for the money that they had put on the account, which I wanted to do anyway because I wanted to buy Mafia 3. But yeah, that's my account. That's my account hack story, man. It's crazy. Just be safe out here. I'm out of here. Peace.